Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Before I was so rudely interrupted. Like I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted. Once upon a time, I had lethal lined up, but I had combustible gear hulk in my hand, and I took a poll from the audience. I'm like, do I just kill him, or do I gear hulk him first? The response was unanimous. The people wanted gear hulk. It was not close. Like, it was decisive. The people wanted me to resolve that gear hulk trigger. So I am a servant. I'm a servant of the people. I do it for you. Everything I do it for you. So many 90s and 80s jams in my head today. It's the Dayquil. It's always the Dayquil. Cold medicine. Neon City wants to blame Canada. South Park. 2000. Year 2000 on that one. We left the 90s. PGRR. What's up? See if you're ready for some Flame Shadow. I guess we'll keep this not that good. Not that good. Alright. Against white mana, I'm always thinking about Thalia, so that my basics enter the battlefield untapped if Thalia does show up. We got the Lone Rider. Bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum bum bum. Bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum ba da 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 da. Save a horse, ride a cowboy is a country song that some people may know, but probably not. I'm gonna take that. You do you. Titan strength it is. Combo assembled. And another one? Oh, buddy. That's gross. Well, I guess I lose. Good GG, everyone. What do we need? I guess we need Baral's expertise, and all we're doing is flooding? It's not exactly impressive, is it? Alright, alright. Let's calm down and see what we can do. Don't beat the god draw without some removal spells, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. Opponent's not done. He's got first main phase, pre-combat Topin. Alright, yep, that's fine. Can't do nothing. No way I can bother with that. Alright. So what can I do? I guess I have to get in there with the cub. Gotta generate some energy. This flooding out is only like only making things worse, you know what I mean? It's not helping. Not helping the situation. If even one of these were an Aether Hub, I'd be able to have a 5/5 cub for next turn, but it looks very unlikely that can happen. And yeah, we run into that all the time, don't we? And we've only drawn land off the top. Oh wait, there was something. What was it? Was it Nissa? I guess so. Hey, Nimbus Wings, great. Oh, why would you do it there? Guess he just wants to attack. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Got a chump. And I can't retaliate. Go to 1. And then what do I draw? Baral's expertise? Yep, that's the draw. So what do I want to have around if that happens? Think. Well, gotta do this, I guess. Try to save a little bit of life total. Oh, I'm aware of the trample, don't worry. I know. And you can only kill one. Alright, are we feeling lucky today? I'm not feeling particularly lucky. Ugh, yeah, that ain't lucky. See, 1, 2, 3 in the air, 4, 5. Yep, that's game. I'm not gonna stick around. That's fine. Good for him. Blah, brutal. Bad hand versus good hand. Sometimes you get wrecked. That's an interesting odds thing. That's cool. Somebody in chat was trying to run the odds on drawing a 2 of out of a 48 card deck. 4% doesn't sound crazy. 1 card from 2 draws. So it should be 2 cards from 1 draw. So it would be odds 48, 2, 1, 1. Let's see what that comes to. Odds of drawing 1 or more of 2 cards from 1 draw in a 48 card deck. Yeah, it's the same. That's what I thought. Just wanted to check. God. Clunk. The clunk is real today, guys. The clunk is real. It's a funk of clunk ever since I switched to Grixis, man. We ran so hot on that salty tokens and on that Bant tempo, and we switched to Grixis, and every game was a struggle. And now this is just ugly. And yeah, what are the odds of drawing both gear hooks in an opening hand again? At least we have a 2-drop off the top. That was friendly. That was polite of our deck to serve that up. 3-drops are what we have the most of. I would love one of those. Scroungy. What up, Scrounge? What up, gangsta? I guess that's something. I'm not gonna pump up the cub yet, though. I'm gonna save the energy. Who knows? We might have to lightning a 7-11. You just don't know. You just don't know. But we'll probably consider going ham here in a turn or two, especially if we draw another blue. Because then we can probably out-tempo the vehicle deck even with a 7-11 if we draw a blue mana and then another land. Alright, 7-11 it is. So he attacks for 7, we attack for 8. He attacks for 7, we attack for 8. We win. Oh wait, nah, we'd have to attack for 9, 10. I guess we can do that if we can generate energy. Come on, give me something. That'll do. That will do. Let's hit that land drop too. That's pretty ideal. It's a chump blocker as well. That's not the land, but oh well. Alright, let's get hyped and stay hyped, shall we? Gonna use the cub instead of the brawler, of course, because the cub's bonus is permanent, brawler's is not. And we'll see what our opponent does now that they have an active 7-11 and mana to do things. It might be a, what's the card I'm thinking of? Unlicensed Disintegration. That could happen. But it's Yahenni. Interesting. And no Dreadnought, no attacks. Opponent has decided to turtle. Jesus. This draw, baby, this draw. This draw has taken its toll on me. We've said goodbye too many times before. Oh, 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 oh. And turn off his dreadnought. So it can't attack. Is that good? Then we make him activate it. And we have 2 more energy to make a big cub. He goes unblockable, activate. If he forgets to do that, we have attacks. But he's still indestructible. But I guess we can make him do it. Or we can get cub out. What's more valuable? Taking his board down a peg or increasing ours? I think on the play it's more valuable to increase our board than cut into his. And what I mean by being on the play is like we're just kind of at parity, we're both tapped out, but I have first move. It's like being on the play, it's just now turn 3 and it doesn't matter, we're both like stuck on 3 lands trying to get the right cards onto the battlefield. Usually it's better to build your position than try to slow theirs down if you're ahead. Every time that you have more creatures on the battlefield, it makes your removal spells that much better, because you can get in for more damage if they overexert. Alright, another Scroungy. I mean, that's a pretty good draw. That is a pretty good draw, but come on. What we really need here is for Brawls to come online. Oh my goodness. Well, if it was good last turn, it'll be good this turn. Yep. Just been a struggle today. Been a struggle. But that's the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you eat the bar. Sometimes the bar eats. Nothing like a double Gear Hulk hand stuck on 3 land. Opponent gets their 4th land. I'm green jelly. I want that. I want what he has. And that's a problem. We're gonna have to get rid of that. That is a stop everything and kill something kind of thing. Alright, that's a good draw. Okay. Gonna get our shit together. Think I can save it and do it in response to a removal spell, but that's probably bad. No, we want to do it on our turn. Absolutely, we want to do it on our turn. And he doesn't go for turning on his Dreadnought or activating Yahenni. So he can go boom, boom, Dreadnought. Yeah, still not good. Not a good way to lose a cub, but now we are a top deck from certain victory. Rogue's Passage. You gonna 7 me? It's a 1-turn clock. It's not crazy. It's not the worst thing ever. And then he has to survive. He can go block, block, and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He would go to 2. Alright, he's going for Olivia instead. Probably a lot safer. He doesn't know about this. Boom, snap, Sanama, Hakos, Bikos, na 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 na, blah 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 blah. Alright. You. Wait. Madness. Yeah, so we're gonna leave that because he might be able to play at an instant speed with Madness. And you. Confirm. Ride to the battlefield. Make me a rogue refiner worthy of this moment. Guess that gets blown up to shock, but I still think it's the right play. I think you take that risk. Island and let's do this. Yep, Barals brings it. Weird game. I think our opponent's decision to turtle up and stop attacking, I just don't know. I guess I'd have to see their hand. For me, like slowing down would be easy. because I have the long game. But I thought it was the best way to take the pressure off me was to pressure them, if that makes sense. Especially with cards like Dreadnought and Scrap Heap Scrounger. If my opponent had stuff in their hand that makes them think that they're going to win the long game, then it makes sense to slow down. Maybe Kalitas was that card. Maybe there was an Obnixilis or Noxious Gearhulk or something weird in their hand that made them go with that line. Maybe a Big Chandra would be an example of a card that might qualify. And in that case, I just got to my Haymaker Bomb before they did. Four and 1. That's the record I have for Flame Shadow, sitting on the 4-1. So every game's an elimination, and it needs 14 wins in a row to qualify for playoff, which I love this deck, and I have won a lot of games with it, but I don't think it's that good. It's not on that level, you know what I mean? That level is way up there. This level is, it's fun. Probably, it'll steal wins from good decks from time to time, but it also just has draws that just don't function. And just don't do enough, you know? But when it's going, when it's going, it feels like nothing else. It feels great. There's nothing like Essence Flux with Green Warden, Combustible Gearhulk, Woodland Bellower when you have Flame Shadow Conjuring. It's Gold Bubbles. Alright, we're on the draw against Gold Bubbles, running 60 cards. And what do we got? Advocate's ready to go, Lightning, Flux. It's not a great hand, but the mana's there, so we're going to roll. Will Gold Bubbles be able to take down the mighty Flame Shadow Energy? More land. Definitely going to want some more red mana. If I draw land, make it green or red, please. That's enough blue. There's a cub. Alright, so we got some energy on energy crime about to happen. Do I kill it now? On the draw. Yeah, I think on the draw I just don't let that thing get out of hand, especially with my hand. I have like no recourse if the opponent just has High Spire Infusion and starts pumping it up. I just have nothing that I can do. So as much as I usually like to deploy creatures in that spot, I don't think I can with a cub. Yeah, there's Hellion. Dude's got the hand. See how long he can keep that around. Not a card I play in the deck. I don't like cards that eat energy. I like cards that use energy to make things, or just are good cards that happen to give you energy. But cards that eat energy I'm pretty opposed to for this deck. Kind of like diminishing future resources. Having some hand issues for real. It's a lot of land to peel off the top after keeping a 4-lander. Just gonna keep that up. I smell a Harness Lightning, some shenanigans. We also have the option of the block and flick, but I'm not going to. Not with this life total. Let's make my opponent pump more energy into that thing. Yeah, they got Sage. Okay. And a Terrain Elemental. There's one you don't see every day. Alright, well, at least we have something we can play. Get some more energy so we can pump it if we want to. Not gonna attack. Trading with Terrain Elemental isn't high on my list of to-dos. Everybody in? Well, that tells me he doesn't have a pump spell. I think I'll take that trade. Don't anticipate attacking with the Cub anytime soon, but I do want to get my Sylvan Advocate to a 4/5. It's the best thing I have going on. Trumpeter. What are you? Okay. Well, that's not what I expected. Excuse me. One card left. You think he would drop? You guys think he would double block? I think he might. I'm even gonna put this out to tempt him. We have all kinds of ways to mess with the double block. What's it gonna be? He's gonna pause. I paused. I hit pause. Oh my god. This game. I hit pause. Quite decisively. This stupid game. Okay. Okie dokie. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. Driving Rhino. Okie dokie. Gonna recover. Gonna recover. Yeah, now I look awesome, right? Seems like a budget energy deck. It's a rank 40. I don't know what's up with a trumpeter. Yep, rank 40 budget energy. Happens. It is Xbox. Alright, I guess we'll put Fumarolling in the way. We got some flicker effects, we just need to draw a Rogue Refiner or something good. An attack? No thank you. Oh! Wow. Well, that's not what I expected. Pretty good draw. Okay. Thank God we had a better one. Thank the Lord. Alright. I guess I need power and toughness. Feel like I do. It's power and toughness or a card. It's actually pretty close. I've got 2 fumaroles too. That makes this so good. So I think I have to go that way. And now you're gonna say, why not both? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. The problem is you can't block and flicker something with trample. So our bellower may have to take one for the team. Okay, good. Bring that on. That's exactly what I like to see. Aeon Rio, I finally moved up from YouTube to a Twitch viewer. Thank you for coming. That is awesome. I love seeing some people come over from YouTube, where if you watched a recent video, I mentioned that 3 times my views are on YouTube compared to Twitch. But Twitch is so much fun because you get to get in the chat and have a talk. Say whatever you want to. Talk about whatever you want to. All right, we're going off. We are doing it. It's on now, dude. We have turned that freaking corner. In this deck, Essence Flux is certainly the best response to removal. Feels so good, but now we're just gonna go nuts. Yes! Yes! Alright. I get to see all the cool cards you link without having to look them up myself, says Aeon. Yeah, that's true as well. If I put a link in there to a new card, you will get to go check it out right away. Ah, Godzilla is here. Godzilla may not be needed. We got a lot of awesome stuff going on. Oh, we're gonna bask in victory. If he gives us the time, we're going to. He's gonna chump a Rogue Refiner. That's cool. He's down to 4. All right. Your move. And he's gonna try, I'm sure, to top deck and somehow get his chieftain in for lethal. Have they updated the bot yet, by the way? Nighthawk, go ahead and try an Amonkhet card. Glorious End comes to mind. See if you throw Glorious End in there, what happens. Or anybody in chat can do this. You hit exclamation point card. Okay, censor. Ah, it's there. It's there. Ah, you're joking. No, wait, that's censorship. Never mind, that's not censor. It's censorship. Lame. They haven't updated the bot yet. I'm sorry. I am sorry, everybody, about that. Alright, opponent basically dead. It's the AI, right? Yeah, it's the AI. We'll show the AI what's up. Oops, not what I intended. Oh. Basking, baby. Baskin Robbins. That's what's up. All right, got through that, as it was termed, budget energy deck by chat. I agree. That trumpeter seems a bit out of place. I didn't see anything else that works with +1/+1. And when you see a Kurd chieftain, you know something's amiss. That hasn't been a dual staple since Origins, when people had to actually figure out that it was pretty good in that format, because there just wasn't that much removal, and trample was basically super evasion. Nighthawk wants it known that Basker would attack as a 30 power creature if you wanted to. Oh, Nighthawk, you're thinking too small. You're thinking too small, Nighthawk. We would flicker a Bellower to get a Rogue Refiner to make more energy and more creatures. We would draw a Whirler Virtuoso, because I draw whatever I want. We'd pump all that energy into making more creatures. We would use Saheeli Rai to make a copy of the Basker. Then we would have double the energy, and it would have haste, this token that we made with Saheeli Rai. You see where I'm going with this? You see what's up? On the draw, this is too slow. This is still slow, but it's a little smoother. I don't know what your Basker size, like, I don't know where you max out on your Basker size. I got to 227, so there's that. I've got the biggest Basker, I've got the biggest lizard around, that's what I'm trying to say. And, you know, you adolescents are gonna snicker or something. All it requires is you to draw what you want. Well, if you watch my channel, we know we do that. We just do that whenever we want to. We draw what we want just about every time we ask. Just about. The cards aren't always on our side, but it happens. The thing with this deck in Basker is once you have Flame Shadow and Essence Flux and Saheeli Rai to make it have haste, so you can have multiple Baskers on the field gaining haste, it just goes so bananas. It's so much fun. Does bot have that profit counter already? I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody else who's more bot knowledgeable does know what that means. All right, what are you? What are you trying to do to me? Sacrifice an artifact, 2 damage to each opponent. Interesting. Makes Sage a little less good. I don't think I need another land yet, but probably will. But Virtuoso is the thing I most want to save with a Flux. Although maybe it'll be Sage based on what he's up to. I think I definitely want it to be a forest. Yeah, if I can defend Virtuoso with a Flux, it's probably the best thing I can defend. Plus, I want to have the double green. Maybe I'll draw me a Verdurous Gearhulk and actually get to cast it for the first time. Hanzo wants to point out that this has become a Basker measuring contest. Yeah, man, how big is your lizard? My lizard's this big. What you think about that? All right, we got workshop assistant with nothing in the yard, but he... Oh, what'd I say? What'd I just say? What'd I say? We say what we want, and we draw it. That's what we do. That's what we do. We just, you know... That's why we get double green, so we can have this when we want to, and we make this thing a 5/5 and go bam, ba bam, ba bam, ba bam, and then we're gonna go ahead and flicker this and go 9/9. It's gonna go bam, ba bam, ba bam, and then we're gonna curve right into that because why not? All right. Is that, yeah? We can leave a blue up that way. Yep. Okay. Just making sure I did the math, like had my mana set up correct. Most of the first half of the day, we were not good at drawing what we wanted whatsoever, and I blame being sick, but it's coming back. We are on the sick stream today, for those of you I haven't mentioned in a minute. I'm sick. Like, I'm sick. I'm like, ugh. Not feeling good. But it's okay. It's okay. Still got magic in my blood. It flows through me like the Force. Alright, so opponent's got nifty combos going. He can sack this, I lose 2. He gets a cascade. Then he can sack the assistant, get it back. Yippee-ki-yay. Really need to. And... Yep. Let's get juicy. I think I'll just go in on the token since he's red-white. I mean, I guess Declaration Stone is good against the token. So maybe I'd... But I'd rather have this on the field for flickering. I guess it doesn't matter a lot. Yeah, I guess I'll go against Declaration Stone since the other things don't matter. If you're sick, you can just play Magic all day long. That's a good point, Aeon. That's a good point. That's the upside. Of course, I am a grown-up who gets to play video games all day long, so I'm already in an awesome spot. But for the rest of you, I'm sure that's the best thing that comes out of being ill. Let's see what he hits off his Treasure Keeper. Another one. Okay. And he has Refurbish. What an interesting little pile this is. What an interesting pile we got here. So how quickly can he drain me out with Smashers? Seems to be the name of the game. Inventor's Fair. If he keeps artifacts on the battlefield, that'll slow the clock, but I don't think that's very likely. Now when I have Sage up my sleeve. Gets his Treasure Keeper. He's gonna put that on the battlefield. Yippee-ki-yay. And now what? Pass turn. Right on. Okay, another land, and it's the forest we need for Basker. Whee! What do? We can Wreck Sage and take the Treasure Keeper out of the blocking equation, make him hit another card, which may or may not be useful. We can Rogue Refine. See what we draw. We can Flicker. Flicker's probably best right here on Verta's Gearhulk to blow up his combat, and we can do that in addition to either of those. You can also power up a land and swing with that and try to get the game over faster. That might be good with a Gearhulk. It might be very good with a Gearhulk, but it doesn't build our board. I think building the board is better. I think I want to take the Rogue Refiner route, as I'm not so worried about clearing out the blocker since I can blow up his combat a bit with the Flux, double Flux. Well, aren't we getting spicy? Aren't we getting spicy now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 6. He's dead. All right, let's see what happens. 1, 2, 1, 2. We got 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 3 is 12, so one more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He should try to cascade into something. Maybe he has a spell he can cascade into. That's really his only hope. And he hits another smasher. Smasher number 3. Stainless Shuffle just feeds him more of the same. And that'll do it. Boom. All right. Yeah. Nice. I always felt Gear Smashers were odd. You were smashing your own artifacts, and somehow that damages your opponent. I like to think of the Gear Smashers being like they smeltered it. I don't know. They like broke stuff and then threw shrapnel at the opponent. So I just kind of they broke the gears down and then used them as weapons and just chucked them at you. Nighthawk, the salt, if we don't get Bolus, will be legendary. God. Yeah. I guess it's time to save up Bolus bucks for Hour of Devastation.